Hi, I'm Minato. I'm currently 14 years old and presenting a presentation made by 13-year-old Riwon. So let's get to it. I met Mr. Hirano in Itoshima this summer, and Mr. Hirano suddenly talked to me about building a new town. And at that time, to be honest, I only understood about half of it. But anyway, I thought, wow, that's something amazing. After that, I went back to Tokyo, taking a closer look at the plan. I thought, wow, it really is amazing. Building a town from scratch? Is it really possible to do something like this? It's awesome. It looked fun and I was so excited. I came to Itoshima on November 15th after living there for a while. I fell in love with Itoshima, so today I would like to talk about the SVI town development concept in my own way. SVI stands for Science Village in Itoshima. So first, what is town development? There are already cities all over Japan, so why start building them now? Well, let's make a better town than now. Then what kind of city would be better? A town full of charm and vitality. It's true that she may not have enough charm and energy right now, as it's a regional revitalization issue. With issues such as declining birth rate and aging population, massive disasters, climate change, changes in lifestyle and work style after the coronavirus pandemic, energy and security issues, and so on. To solve these social issues in Japan, the Japanese government announced a national land formation plan. And what even is that plan? Well, they said that they want towns to have a population of about 100,000 people, taking advantage of the sea, mountains, nature, and culture as it creates a unique national land. A fusion of rural and urban areas, a fusion of digital and real, public-private partnership, and so on. These are the things that are required for all regional revitalization efforts in Japan. It's a little hard to understand, but all of these are actually present in Itoshima. First, the population of Itoshima is about 100,000 people, rich in sea, mountains, nature, and culture, with good access to the city. Geographically and historically, Itoshima has accepted people, things, and events that come from outside and have a strong sense of community. Coordination between the government office and companies is possible, allowing for local management. With Kyushu University, research and development in digital technology and support for the region are possible, and this includes the development of human resources to support the region. By doing so, we can improve the quality of life, creating a village in Itoshima that researches and implements urban development, allowing to realize the Itoshima town development model that everyone envies. To the world, connecting to the prosperity of Itoshima, this project is a challenge that no one has ever done before. There's no manual and it's truly an adventure. That's why everyone involved makes an extra effort. In other words, building a town from scratch. Let's start with an underutilized area adjacent to Kyushu University. The biggest advantage is that you can create something from scratch. Well then, what kind of town should we build? How would we build it, and how do we build it? I'm already doing research from here. First, let's consider modern cities. Urban development in the 20th century is based on the declaration of the architectural master Le Corbusier. He quotes, "Housing is a machine for living." With a 3 million people city plan, the idea was that building skyscrapers and creating green areas around them than to build overcrowded cities was more rational and efficient. What? Isn't that dangerous? I thought, but it's true that at that time, Corbusier's architecture and ideas were new, innovative, and attractive. It's actually kind of cool. It was a time when many people from rural areas with many restrictions aspired for the cool Tokyo, and as time passed, work and life became separated. People travel from distant residential areas to cities on crowded trains. I now have to spend a lot of time driving to shopping centers and hospitals, and that rational city. Creating inconvenient and boring suburbs and residential areas, a business district full of work, my life became like a part of a machine. Ah, that's right. So what are the things that are missing in such urban life? It's not a great system or service in a nutshell. My happy life has faded. The places where people meet and the joy of gatherings are gone. This may be directly connected to Japan's current social problems. The era of yearning for big cities is over, and many people are finding rural areas attractive. Many people are starting to pay attention to urban development in various places. Let's make use of what we have learned so far from urban development. What kind of happiness will be required in the future? I'm sure it's not just a mental state. A state in which social relationships, food, clothing and shelter, family, and economic activities are dynamically and orderly. Therefore, in the new urban development concept, SVI, we believe that designing relationships and relationships with the neighborhood are very important. It feels as though it's going to be a very warm village. Also, work and life are not separated. There is no need to travel long distances by car or train. We value work, life, and leisure all in one, where you can enjoy relaxing and fulfilling leisure time. These will all be integrated into Science Village Itoshima. It feels like a dream. It looked very happy. In order to value such relationship design, SVI thought of a city that you can walk around in about 15 minutes. A town about 1 kilometer in diameter. It's difficult to build relationships when traveling by car, so we try to avoid cars as much as possible. It is said that there was once such a 15-minute city in Paris. Currently, we are trying to revive a city where people can walk around and get around by bicycle. SVI will create a new town in an underutilized area on the west side of the Kyushu University campus, and create a 15-minute city with this overall image. Each of these green circles is a micro neighborhood unit. It is a small area about 200 meters in diameter. A collection of various units essential to daily life become a town. How do we design and operate this unit? What kind of units will make people happy? We will research and implement it. For example, at the center of the unit is a plaza where you can gather. The building will be made of wood with 3 floors and will be barrier free. On the first floor there will be cafes, restaurants, bookstores, miscellaneous goods stores, garden sales, and other unique shops. The second and third floors are used for offices and residences, a place where people meet and the joy of gathering are born. And the first floors and roofs of all buildings will belong to everyone. Sharing electric made from solar panels and a 5G network, SVI utilizes these new lifestyle ideas and digital technology. We will collaborate to improve public nature. We will increase the degree of freedom and energy in information infrastructure and implement new public nature. To achieve this, SVI is developing a technology called Actor Network. It can operate and maintain for each unit of the 15-minute village. It enables the operation and maintenance of electricity, water supply, information infrastructure, and independent server facilities with the addition of a 5G digital network accessible to everyone. That means no need to be afraid of an unstable communication environment. What? Amazing! Really, it might become a town that everyone envies. Currently, SVI has turned the former waste cleaning center into its demonstration experiment center. In the future, it will be equipped with meeting rooms, presentation spaces, a co-working space, a library corner, a distribution studio, and more, allowing to hold events and workshops. The start has already been made. Everyone involved will do one thing at a time from what they can do, making a special effort town for researching and implementing urban development. Let's all make it from scratch. For a happy future, I hope Science Village becomes a spectacular village in Itoshima. Thank you very much.